Hi scientists! In today's training video, we will take a deep dive into the teaching practices that we use in our STEAM classes. Practice number 2, Hypothesis and Brainstorming. Hypothesis is an educated guess about what will happen in our experiment. And it's not just a random guess. Our hypothesis should have some reasoning or factual basis for it. So the goal at this step is to practice making more and more hypotheses, improve our memory, critical thinking, analytical thinking, and reasoning. Younger students will need your help to form their first hypothesis. It can be based on their current knowledge. If something is heavy, then probably it should sink. And the progression here looks like throwing darts. You want your students first to get more and more practice, but also get better and better at making hypotheses. So we never skip this step and we pay attention to the progression at each class. So as the students get from one level to the next, we want them to use more of their knowledge to form the hypothesis. Give us some reasons to support your hypothesis. But probably the most important reason for our students to make a hypothesis is to cultivate interest in doing experiments, as experiments will lead to more discoveries and more interest in science. In engineering, once the problem has been defined, it's time to come up with ideas how to solve this problem. Teams or individual students need to stay open-minded and discuss all the advantages and disadvantages of each idea. In other words, this stage shouldn't be about judging the ideas, but getting as many ideas as possible on the table so we can test them all. At higher level, brainstorming can include some research that students do by themselves. This way, they can find existing solutions to the current problems and save time. And it's possible that we can use one of those solutions and make it better. Once all the ideas have been discussed, we should always consider the time we have, the materials that are available, and the science concepts that we know at this moment. So this way, you can always give your students a little push if you see that they're very close to the goal but something is missing there. And here teachers can see how much of a help each of the groups needs before we move on to the next step.